It should be consensus and indirect.
So if they do that, would you sign it?
Yes, I will. I will sign.
That was the year opener in politics and an anticipated assurance from President Muhammadu Buhari that he will sign the electoral bill into law. With so much intrigues and power play in the National Assembly, the bill got to the president and he made true to his words. He signed what is now the Electoral Act 2022.
A number of issues that were being raised in the past have been dealt with or attended to with the signing of the Electoral Act. And there are many progressive provisions.
The year 2022 was loaded with activities, both political and electoral. INEC had 2 governorship elections to conduct, APC retaining Ekiti in the aftermath, while they lost out in Osun State to the PDP. Those elections became a test case and litmus test for INEC as everyone looked towards the 2023 polls.
The amended act, which finally conceptualizes into law the idea of recognizing the use of smart cards, electronic database, and all other types of technical methodology which INEC may wish to deploy in the interest of the fairness, efficiency, and well-being of the election itself is the most significant point as far as I am concerned.
I think for Ekiti and Osun elections, one, we can see the very clear influence of the new Electoral Act. So that's the starting point. And number 2 is that with that provision, changes that have been made into the electoral process set a good example of what we should be seeing in the next elections.
Channels Television partnered with Young Africa to introduce the ERAD, the Election Result Analysis Dashboard, where results from the IRF portal of INEC are reported real-time, a game changer for Nigerian election. INEC insists technology, precisely the bimodal voting and accreditation system BVAS device, will play a major role in the 2023 polls.
Voters will be accredited by means of the bimodal voter accreditation system. There will be no incident form.
But the Commission has its fears.
The Commission is worried that if no urgent and decisive steps are taken, the attacks will intensify as we approach the election date.
Over 50 offices of the Commission have come under attack in just 4 years, and the trend gives the Electoral Management Body a serious worry. INEC revealed in 2022 the increase in the voter register, and now there has been an increase from over 80 million in the last election cycle to now over 90 million voters registered in the INEC voter register. Some of the intense moments of the year 2022 were the conduct of presidential primaries and the emergence of the candidates. Bola Tinubu emerged victorious from a most intriguing contest, while some ministers in the federal cabinet having to bow out while some changed their minds along the line and got back to their jobs. The PDP had a share of intrigues in the primary election.
Those who are delegates here should vote for Alhaji Atiku Abubakar.
And the aftermath of the contest, where Atiku Abubakar emerged victorious, now leaves the party in a critical internal crisis with the emergence of the G5 governors of the PDP. The presidential race in several election cycles has always been a two-horse race, but 2022 brought with it a new twist, with the third and fourth horses looking strong too. Obedient movement came to bear, and Peter Obi brought life into the Labour Party. No doubt the year 2022 has been very eventful, filled with a lot of activities and brought with it a lot of lessons for us to take into the year 2023. So I had asked those experts that I spoke to how they would like to describe the year 2022 in politics.
2022 also came with a lot of political misbehavior.
The year has been a difficult one.
The internal democracy of our political parties is very weak.
Well, interesting. But let me ask you, as a voter and as a Nigerian citizen, how would you describe your 2022 in politics? Shonwa Kimbaloye, Channels Television News.